Hello there, welcome back to the first photography POV of the year. Today we're going to Ghent to get back into the photography feeling and also to try out a new mist filter that I got from a friend. Okay, so let's get started right away, and I didn't turn on the GoPro this time, but I got this shot with this guy watering his plants, which I thought looked very nicely. But also I need to try and get some more photos that are not in portrait, because there's more to photography than just posting on Instagram, so I'm gonna try and do that more. Okay, so I have some plants here which I like to use as foreground, and there's someone coming right away, which will make for the perfect subject for a nice photo to start with. And then here we have some more plants. I'm all about the plants in the foreground now. But yeah, this looks pretty nice. Building looks really cool as well. Okay, and let's remind ourselves to try and also take some landscape mode photos while we're at it, because there's more to Instagram. Okay, again, I'm using all the plants today, because it's just an easy way to get something in the foreground here. And have some people walking through. I just like the old buildings here. Just some easy shots to get started. Again, I just like the buildings around here. Especially here with the canal. Which looks really cool. Good to be back in time looking at this scene. And again, let's take landscape as well, as we get a little bit more in the picture this way. And I see someone in a yellow jacket over there. That looks quite interesting. I'm gonna try to get a photo with them like in the middle of the bridge, because I think that would be nice. And there we go, we're at the castle in the middle of the city. Again, using some leaves in the foreground, also mostly to hide people walking by, because I don't like people. And while we're at it, we might as well turn around and take the same shot of something different. That's the bridge I was just at. And then we'll get a different view of this canal as well. Really like the vibe of all the old buildings here. Okay, well, we're gonna take some more shots of this castle without all the tram lines now, because feels more epic this way. And again, let's also remind myself to take more landscape. Looking pretty good, this castle though. How awesome to have that in the middle of the city. Let's get this corner of this building a little bit in the foreground to have some layers to the photo. I mean, it's not much, but it's something. And maybe in landscape mode as well. Bit easier to get more in the picture this way. Okay, I think I can get a cool reflection shot here if I use this window and maybe frame someone in the reflection as well. I also just like the look of this window and the light behind it, but maybe with the reflection it's a little bit more epic. Okay, I don't know, but this door just looked cool to me, so I wanted to grab this photo real quick. There's just something very cool and all about it, which is nice, I guess. Okay, using this railing as a little bit of a leading line. Castle in the background, old buildings, this is great. Again, leading line, but this time to someone on his phone. I kind of like that photo, so also some bright red standing out in the background, which is kind of cool. This little street just looks really fun, so I'm gonna go low. Just get an epic shot of this like moody little alleyway. And then there's a lot of birds here, but I actually like that. They add some movement, something different to the photo. And then a stair is always a good thing. I'm just going very basic today, just to get myself back into things. And this might be a really nice leading line to the church, or cathedral, I guess. It's looking really epic. Maybe a little bit wider as well, because the surroundings are also pretty cool. Okay, there's always key locks or locks on bridges, which are pretty cool. Kind of want to frame them. Have the church in the background a little bit blurry. This is a new episode of Influences in the Wild, but it's actually good because I can use that as a subject to frame in these little railings, which is actually really nice. That looks pretty good. Okay. So there's a elderly couple walking over this square, and it actually looks really nice. So I just want to grab a quick shot of them because they just look really cute together. And also I just need to start getting in the groove of doing more like proper street photography, capturing people like this guy just walking with his bag. So I'm gonna try to force myself to get more different shots of like little stories happening in the cities instead of just capturing all the oh, this is great, people going in there, instead of just capturing the buildings, because the buildings are always there. But I do like this building, so I'm just gonna get a close-up of that. So now I've switched to using the mist filter, and it's a little bit different one. It's like half filter, half normal, so you get like a misty effect at one side, which I'm gonna try out here. And I think it might be really useful actually, because there's a lot of people around, and this would be a great way to kind of like blur them out, I suppose. Let's see, let's try to get some different shots. It's also just nice to add a layer to a very basic shot. But in this case, even if there were people in the lower half, they would just get blurred out, which could be really useful. Kind of like all these buildings. These towers are just really nice looking as well. And I actually think I like the effect. You can really play with it because I can turn it around so I can decide which half of the photo is blurrier. Can I have it diagonal right now? This building has some awesome details on it, so I kind of want to get some close-ups as well. Maybe some plants in the foreground. I don't know how we'll handle that. That's actually really interesting, because I feel like some of the leaves actually pop through the mist. We can't resist a good stair leading to some doors. That's a nice effect. Okay, some more awesome details here on the building that is just, you can't resist capturing them. Let's try get a shot with the flags. Always looks good. And then this is where I came here for. Some gravity. That's really cool. I'm really liking the effect so far. So this is more a busy area, so I thought this would be good to try out that mist filter. Just try to capture some people maybe some of the big buildings around here as well. Again, another shot of just someone walking. Like the contrast with the colors here. Okay, let's try to get... This is a very basic shot, but just trying some shots to try out the effect of this filter. I really like the effect here. It's really cool. And now just to get rid of the people, basically, use the mist as a nice layer to blur out everything I don't want to see. Same here again, just trying to basically blur the bottom layer where all the people are to make it appear more empty. And I think it actually really works well for shooting buildings like this. This one is diagonal, so you can see a little bit in focus and a little bit blurry. And then this one is completely blurry again, which is kind of great. And what I wanted to try is do some shooting with light, because it has a great effect on light. You can see more of the filter, the half-wave divide. So I might have to take this out at night as well. And then just to end with some nice shots of just people walking by, because that's always a good look. But so far I really enjoyed the filter, so I might have to do a complete POV just with the filter on. And there we go, that was it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the POV. Let me know what your favorite shot was, and if you enjoyed the filter, let me know as well. I might do a full POV with that on the camera. See you next time.